Hello, I'm Darina Allen and I'm absolutely delighted to be part of the Grow It Forward campaign in conjunction with the Cork County Council Library. What a fantastic idea to distribute vegetable seeds around so that people can grow a little of their own food, which is so brilliant for both our physical and our mental health, to get out there and to grow something, and it tastes so much better when you grow it yourself. So I thought it would be a good idea to just do a couple of little short videos to give you some ideas about how to use up the gorgeous produce that you grow. We're going to do a carrot and apple salad with those lovely carrots that you grow. Look like that. Now they could be, these ones are quite big, but they could be all different sizes. And then we're going to do a roast carrot salad with labneh, which is dripped yogurt, and some pistachio nuts sprinkled over the top of that and little spices. And then I've got a few gorgeous little radishes that we're going to serve in the French way, which only takes a minute or two to do. I'm going to do this roast carrot salad. So take your carrots, and actually when they're lovely fresh carrots like this, all you need to do in many ways is to give them a good scrub and just top and sort of tail them like that. In fact, if you have young leaves, you can actually make them into the leaves into a pesto as well, but that's for another day. So to take the little tail off it like that, and these little bits go into my hen's bucket here. This really doesn't need to be peeled, but if it was a bit older, you would just peel it like that with this swivel top peeler. Look how easy that is. So those little bits of carrot peelings, they could go into a bowl, and if you're making a little stock or something, throw those into it and they give lots of flavour. Now, so for this recipe, all I need to do is cut the carrots into half lengthwise, or if they're bigger, you could cut them into quarters. Drizzle a little olive oil over the carrots like that, and then I'm going to sprinkle them with a little spice. So I have here some cumin and some coriander. Now, spices you can buy in your local supermarket. This one here is called coriander. It looks like white pepper, and this one is cumin. Now you can buy them whole and grind them, roast them and grind them yourself, dry roast them on a pan and grind them yourself, or you can buy them actually already ground. They don't have quite such good flavour if you buy them ground, but at the same time they'll be very, very good. So look, we're just going to take these spices, about a teaspoon of each, and sprinkle that over the carrots. Then I need some honey, and I also need some salt and pepper. Look, there's some salt. I'm using a flaky salt, you can hear that there. Some freshly cracked pepper, that's good. And then I'm going to put about a good sort of generous tablespoon of honey over it. You can imagine this is going to be kind of sweet and spicy and just really delicious. So toss this round like that so that they're coated well with the spices. A little bit of, I put a little extra virgin olive oil, put another bit here, and just out onto the baking tray. Now try to have them just in a single layer. Now I'll take a spatula, Gary, to get the last of that out of the bowl. So here we are, Gary. Let's pop these in 230 centigrade and then drop it down straight away to 200, and then we cook them until the tip of the knife goes through, about 15 minutes. They don't want to be all floppy, but they want to be cooked enough, and they should be catching at the edges, shouldn't they? Yeah, just lovely, lovely. These can be served cold, but they're wonderful when they're warm as well. And they can be served either as a starter or as a lovely lunch. Now, there's another bit of this that is so good. You can make what we call labneh. And labneh is, you take the natural yogurt and you put it, get a bit of muslin or something, and then you pour, I've lots here, this is really more than you need by a long way, and we can get all of this out, put it into a bit of muslin. Now this is our own yogurt, it's organic yogurt made from the milk of our Jersey cows, our little small herd here on the farm in Shanagarry. But otherwise go into your supermarket and buy a carton of natural yogurt, but unsweetened, okay? And then just tie the sides together like this, maybe I can just do it like this, yeah, tie it. And you can use this muslin over and over again. Look, and then you can see it's going to start to drip like that. And that's the whey dripping out. And this one would only take an hour or two to do, but basically the yogurt you buy in the shops is usually a little bit thinner, natural yogurt, unsweetened. You could drip that overnight. And then the following day, you have something that looks like this. Now, this is really delicious. It's like a little homemade cheese for all the world. And basically, you can serve it with raspberries, strawberries, whatever you like. Or in this case, I'm going to serve it with the roast carrot salad. So we're just going to put these are a few little sprigs of watercress, but honestly, it could be little lettuce leaves or some of those lovely little salad greens that you're growing as well. So we pop that there. I'm going to take some of these carrots. There we go. This is going to look really almost like you can build it up in a little castle if you like. I think that should be almost enough actually there. We'll put a couple of little blobs of labneh with it. Really delicious. This is soft and delicious.
It'd be a lovely dish, Darina, wouldn't it, for a barbecue?
It would be lovely, and because you could serve it with lamb chops or something, couldn't you? And so now, there are two extra things I'm going to put on, because all the time when you're doing something like this, you're thinking of it tasting gorgeous and also being bouncing with vitamins and minerals. So here I have some pistachio nuts. So I'm going to just sprinkle some coarsely chopped pistachio nuts over the top like that. And then I've got something else that you mightn't have, but you could look out for. And this is what's called Aleppo pepper. It's a kind of sort of sweetish, mild, but slightly hot pepper over it as well. And look how gorgeous that looks. Then if you wanted, you could do a little tiny drizzle of olive oil. And then what you need is to serve this with some gorgeous crusty bread, a lovely sourdough loaf or something from the bread shed would be lovely, wouldn't it? So that's the first dish. Now that wasn't too difficult, was it? I'm going to make a little carrot and apple salad. So for the dressing for this carrot and apple salad, a tablespoon of wine vinegar. Now it depends on the quantity you make. Now I'm using a lovely organic wine vinegar for this. It's important that the vinegar is good quality. Take a little pinch of salt, and we might put a little bit of pepper. That's good. I love these sort of little grinders that are so easy to work. And then we need about 2 teaspoons of honey. I'll take a little plate to put my spoons on. There we go. So here we have a bitter sweet dressing. Again, use local honey, because lots of lovely local honey in the Cork area, in the Middleton area, lots of it. In fact, and then that carries the antibodies of your area and helps you if you have asthma or eczema or hay fever, helps to keep that under control. So look, that's just the dressing. So we've grated some carrot. We're also going to grate another apple over there so that I have about an equal amount. You don't have to peel it or take the pips out or anything. Just grate it like this on a box grater. You want generally about the equal quantities of carrot and apple. We put the dressing over it, look, like this. Toss it round. And remember always to taste when you're cooking, or when you're preparing food. But it just means that something is going to be delicious. And you might as well get if it's not right, you might as well get the surprise rather than the people who are going to eat it. Oh, my goodness. It's so good. It's as simple as this. You could put that into a bowl if you wanted to. Or look, if you had a little ring like that. This is all chefy stuff now, look. We'll pop that in, press it down. Another little bit. Now, look, you can just put a spoonful onto a plate. It doesn't have to be all fancy like this. But this could be fun to do. There we are. Now, these are some very small little ones. Actually, yours are probably bigger, but you could sprinkle a few of these around the outside of the plate. How lovely is that? Look, now, our peas are quite small still, but these are little pea shoots. Look, little pea flowers and pea shoots. So if you have some of those, they're delicious to eat too. So you can put a couple of those around the edge. How nice is that? Now, and do you know what we also have at the moment? This is the end of the wild garlic. So look, they're lovely little wild garlic flowers. These grow along by the side of the road, and they're really, really good for you as well. So look, we could sprinkle a few of those on. Do you know what these are? These are chive flowers. Chives, those little oniony flavoured herb. And look, they're sort of got a purpley, lovely purpley colour. But you can see just how quickly and easily you can make something look really delicious. Is to take off that, and there we are. So that's our second little dish. At this time of the year, they grow sometimes from seed to the actual radish. Being able to eat the radish is as little as 3 weeks. You'll have them, and so on. So these ones are called cherry bell. Look how lovely they are. These leaves are also edible. They're delicious. You could use them for a salad and everything. And these are called French breakfast. These are little white ones. They're called snowball. In France, the way they love to eat their radishes is literally just with butter and sea salt. This is our own gorgeous butter here, Jersey butter. So it's really bright yellow colour. But actually, Gary, one could just cut it into cubes either, couldn't you? So they like to put a little knob or two of butter on a plate like that. And then they put a little bit of sea salt as well. So take a little butter on the top of the radish with a little knife, and then you dip it in sea salt, and it's so delicious like that. So look, we put that with those lovely carrots you grew. These are two suggestions: a carrot and apple salad with a sweet and sour dressing, roast carrots with labneh, which is dripped yogurt, some pistachio nuts, lovely honey and spices, and also a little of that Aleppo pepper, and if you don't have it, that you leave it off it. And then finally, very simple way to eat the radishes: put a little tiny bit of butter on the end, dip it in a little bit of salt. The combination of the three things is absolutely delicious. So good. And congratulations again to Cork County Council for this brilliant Grow It Forward initiative. Take photographs of what you prepare and send them to me.
Yes,
if you're proud of them, we'd love to see them. Enjoy.